What's going on, everybody? Occupied Dread here. I just wanted to make this video to discuss some topics. I might just do this briefly, honestly. It seems a little bit relaxing. But, I just wanted to discuss that I know right now I am making videos on Horizon Forbidden West, the Burning Shores DLC, where I'm making Datapoint videos, Datapoint, whatever, on where to find all those collectibles throughout the game. And I only have 2 more videos I need to make, and that's the data points for the world and scan the glyphs. But those aren't going to be coming out until next week. The reason for that is because my birthday is coming up on Saturday, May 6th. My best friend I've known for 19 years is coming over, and when he's over, I don't like to make videos or just play online games without him. It just seems rude, even though he's my guest. It just seems rude. Because I've known him for so long, I don't want to just be a dick. So, and we promised that we're going to binge watch the entirety of Game of Thrones for the entire week that he is here. You know, leave on Tuesday, driving tomorrow on Wednesday. Driving tomorrow Wednesday, leaving Tuesday. But yeah, we're just going to watch all the Game of Thrones in the meantime. So there will not be any data point videos or any streams in the meantime. I apologize for that. But I guarantee you that when my friend leaves, I will start looking for those data points, and I will start collecting clips to make those videos. You have my word, and you already know I will, because there's no way. I already made the other ones. Why would I not make these two? The other topic I want to discuss is Evil Within. So some of you may know that for the past week or two, I have been streaming the Evil Within survival horror game on my PlayStation, and I'm just showing off the gameplay of the first game. Then I got my initial first reactions of the DLC of the first game, all 3 DLCs, and then I got my first reaction of the second game, which I never even heard of. I never seen gameplay of, or even know what it's about. Completely went in the dark. And this section right here will be me discussing my thoughts on the first Evil Within and its DLCs. Then the next section will be my thoughts on the second game. So in the first one, it came out in 2014, and I pre-ordered that game, and I was 13 years old at the time. I pre-ordered that game when I was 13 years old, and I really wanted to play it. But as time went on when I was playing it, I wasn't very good at games. I was a kid. So I got stuck during one of the Laura Victoriano boss fights. Laura is that spider lady who hates fire. She's the sister of the main villain. Sorry for the spoiler, but whatever. It's a 10-year-old game. And I remember just getting stuck in one of her boss fights. But it's weird because I don't recall which one it was. I very vividly remember the same gameplay of the second one, though. Being stuck where the second one is. That's where I remember getting stuck. But I can't imagine me getting that far in the game to chapter 10 out of what's it called? 10 out of 15. I just can't imagine me doing that back in the day. But I eventually did return to the game last year, and it was just as good as I remember, just as scary as I remember. That shit had me shaking at times, where I was like, I don't want to play this shit at night. Sometimes. Some of the chapters, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna man up to the fucking game and play it. But that game was super scary and amazing, and I loved it. And I finally came back to it last year. Yeah, I loved it. I decided to platinum it and get the first platinum trophy I got of the year. My first trophy I got of the year was me beating the game on Akumu difficulty. That's how much I liked it. I wanted that to be the first trophy I got of the year. And then, after 4 months, for some reason, I just waited 4 months to do the DLCs. And I love the DLCs are great. The first two were amazing. Just as scary as the first game, as the game. And the third one was shit. I'll talk about that in a second. I loved that we were able to play as Kidman and see what was happening in her eyes and through her perspective of throughout the first game in the DLC. It was great, and that game that made me like it made me just as scared as the game. The DLC was just as scary as the game, and that's how you make a DLC. When you make first of all a scary as fuck game, and then you make a DLC that is just as scary, then you succeeded. Both the first DLCs were amazing. I loved them. But then there was the third DLC for the Keeper, Executioner DLC. I felt like it wasn't really needed, honestly. Because you're playing as a villain, an iconic villain from the game, and now he has a backstory who we never even spoke before, and he has a backstory now that we suddenly have to care about, and it's in first person. It's not even a scary game at all. It's literally just go defeat this boss and then go defeat another boss. It's really not. It was really not good. Very grindy. I did not like it at all. But the first two, phenomenal. First game, amazing. I loved the villains. Villains were freaking fantastic. Loved the Executioner. I loved the Keeper. He was cool. Ruvik was awesome as hell. Aura, creepy as hell. It's amazing. We need to see one of these people in Dead by Daylight. Like, honestly, I don't know why we haven't yet. Now, on to the second game. So I really did not like the second game that much, in my opinion. Like, I did not like it that much. The biggest turnoff for me was that how every single voice actor from an old game was replaced by a new voice actor. I understand that the person who voiced Sebastian in the first game was on a TV show at the time, so they couldn't really call him. So I get that, totally understandable. But they replaced everybody. Sebastian, Kidman, Laura. All you hear is Laura laugh and scream in the second game, and she's replaced. The administrator, the big bad at Mobius, he's replaced. I think Ruvik might be the same for the literal one sentence you hear of him. I think he might be the same. And then Myra was different too. Myra was a different voice actor also. Even though they only used her for a paragraph of dialogue in the second DLC of the first game. Literally, you hear her voice for a maximum of a minute, and they replace her voice actor when she's a way bigger part of the second game, which I just don't understand. And that was the biggest turnoff for me, honestly, was that. I didn't, but I also understand that they wanted to make the game a little bit different. They took a lot of the criticism of the first game to heart. Why is Sebastian taking, why can he only run for 3 seconds? That's stupid. Why can he only run for 3 seconds? Then there was, why is it so linear, where there's, very empty, paths where you can't go down anything? You can't go out of your way to do anything. You have to go down and do the same thing every single game. Which I get, and there was no map. And I get that, you know? I get that people wanted a map, they wanted more dialogue, more side missions. But I think what made the first game so scary was the linearity of it. You're forced to go down the dark hallways, you're forced to fight the certain enemies. And less dialogue meant more mystery. You knew less about the main protagonist of the game. And that's pretty scary. Which is in a good way. It leaves you questioning what's happening. And like let you decide what's happening, like his backstory is. And it keeps it a mystery, in my opinion, which is good. Like they never like explained why certain characters were created in the game. Because they were just wanted to make it an abomination to make you scared. But then they just got rid of like all of that almost, basically. They got rid of like now way more open areas, which is not bad again, like I said. Like anyway, and there's the map, which was a good addition too. The map was a good addition, but in my opinion, the game just wasn't scary. As scary as the first game, and that's what I was looking for. The first game scared the crap out of me as a kid and as an adult. But I can guarantee if they release a second game like a year afterwards and I actually beat the first game as a kid, like I wouldn't have gotten scared by the second game. Maybe a couple jump scares like I did in the stream. But yeah. Also, I keep forgetting to address this situation. But for some of you guys that are wondering where my Evil Within 2 Part 3 stream is, since I really did not like the second game that much, I decided to, on the third day, I decided to stream the game, and from noon until I beat the game. That ended up being a 9.5 hour stream, where I took a lunch and a dinner break on stream. Because I really wanted to get that shit over with as soon as possible. But for some reason, that stream is blacklisted. Nowhere to be found on YouTube. Like, yeah, God knows where it is. Because I don't. My friends don't. And YouTube does it. So only he knows. I just don't... I can't find it anywhere on streams. I can't find it anywhere on my YouTube Studio app or site, on my channel on normal YouTube. My friends can't find it. I just don't know where it went. Which really sucks because that was my first reaction to a game I will not return to after I platinum it. After I platinum the game, I'm gonna might delete it and then never go back to it. I did not like it. Like I said, it wasn't that bad of a game. It was pretty damn solid. But my nostalgia towards the old character voice actors and just the setting of the first game just blinds me to just like the first game. Which I know is upsetting. This might piss someone off, but like, this is how I feel. And yeah. I hope that they eventually remaster the first game. Remaster, maybe even remake, maybe add a map. One good thing that I liked about the second game is they told you how many keys you had, like, in your inventory and stuff too. And that red gel thing and the high upgrade parts where you can upgrade more stuff, I thought that was a little unneeded, not needed, to be 100% honest. I don't think we needed really more stuff to block the upgrade our stuff. But it's like, it's whatever, you know. I wouldn't mind if they brought it back, but, you know, I just prefer they didn't if they remade the first game. But I just hope that they remaster the first game. Maybe remake with some of the stuff from number 2. and remake the second game. Not remaster it, remake it. Maybe still it's open with the map and extra dialogue, but just make it with the same old voice actors, because all the voice actors just sound so different, where it's just immediately off-putting, and I don't like it. But that stream is gone. I don't know where it is. I'm really pissed off about it. And then yeah, that's just my initial reaction to it. And yeah, I don't know what else to really say. I'll probably add in like a fourth part. Well, I'll just say it now. I'll just edit it later. I don't even know. So there's a summary for anyone who wants to skip to the end. But there's like timestamp it as a summary where I won't be making any more Datapoint videos until next week. My birthday is up, and I have a friend coming over for a full week, and we promised we're gonna watch all Game of Thrones in the meantime. So I'm not gonna be making any Datapoint videos until next Tuesday. I really love Evil Within 1. That was like probably my favorite horror game. Actually, it's in the top 3. It's tied, I would say, with Until Dawn and The Quarry. I really love those two games. Even though I only played Until Dawn like twice, I immediately knew it was fantastic. I played through The Quarry like 20 times because the platinum requires you to play through the game like at least like 5 or so times for both versions. So that's like at least 10, so yeah. And then my stream for Evil Within 2 Part 3 is missing. It's gone forever. I don't know where the hell it went. I can never find it, which is sad because I had the thumbnail ready for it and everything too. But it's just gone. And I apologize to everyone who wanted, for the couple amount of people that wanted to see it. But yeah, it's gone. I apologize. That's it. I have nothing else really to say. I've been talking for 17 and a half minutes straight now, off script. Literally just saying my thoughts, which I never thought I would ever do. But this seems like something I would like to do every week or so. If it gets a good enough views, it's just like, I might just like turn into a whole segment where I just get them win some Overwatch. And just talk my mind, the situations that happen in the week, and yeah. That is me. I'll let you guys see the rest of this Overwatch gameplay. And yeah, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.